Hi, I'm David. Let's together explore the possibilities of notifying your end users when your flow in SAS Studio has finished. For that, we will start off in SAS Studio. Let's create a new flow, and let's just assume that you built some complex ETL or AI pipeline in here. And in the end, you want to notify your users that this flow has run and give them a quick heads up that they can look at their new data, evaluate a new model, etc. For this, send teams message is the custom step for you. Just drag it into your flow, and now you can fill out some information to help your users understand what's going on. First up, you have the ability to link it to a table, which can be quite handy to make it more inline and to put it into the lineage perfectly. Next up, we have to provide the webhook of the Teams channel. For this, let's take a look where you find this inside of Teams. So here I have a demo channel in a Teams that I am one of the administrators of. And when you are on a Teams channel that you can edit, you can click on these three horizontal bullet points, go to the more option settings, click on connectors. Then this small little pop-up opens up where you configure different access methods, and you want to be looking for the incoming webhook. If it's not popping up here, you can also search for it through the search bar, but for me it's already here, so I'm going to click configure. Now you can give it a nice looking name. For example, for me it will be SAS Studio Notifier. You can upload a custom image, which will be displayed when the user sees those messages. We are going to leave the default one and click create. This will just take a couple of seconds. And then we get this webhook down here, which we can copy and save to our clipboard, for example, or in our use case, we will paste this into this input field. And now we can enter a simple message, for example, hello world, to send to our Teams channel. Let's just run this flow and head back over to our Teams channel. And there we go. First, we see that we set up this connection, and here we see our first hello world message. This message is very simple, very straightforward and to the point, but we can make it a bit more better looking by switching the message type from simple text message over to information message. And then you get 3 additional fields down here. You get a message title, and you get the actual message content that will be displayed, and a colored bar that you can use to make it even more indicative of what's going on for your users. So in the message title and in the message content, you can now also use things like markdown syntax to improve and highlight certain capabilities. For example, for us, we are going to highlight this message title by making it bold, and in the URL we will be including the GitHub SAS software link to the custom steps. So we will be saying also hello world. This is the link to SAS Studio custom steps repo. Put the actual link in brackets, and then we can change the color to be green. And now we can send off this message. And if we go over to Teams, we will receive this new message now with a green theme color. You see our bolded title, and then we see the actual message content with the clickable link to SAS Studio, to the SAS Studio custom steps repo. And this can now be, of course, customized to your own use case. In this message content, you can also use macro variables that have a global scope that you can put in here. And also, if you check the link to table, you get this little helper message that you can right-click your step, add an input port, and now we can connect a data set to this. Let's just choose one from SAS Help, connect this up to the step, make it look a bit nicer. And now you can see how you can kind of put this into swim lanes, connect it to the last data set created in your flow to make it nicely and make it clear to your end users where your messages come from. And this will help them use this. If you want to read up on how to create this connector that you use, you can look in the About tab where this is described as well. I hope this is useful to you, and if you have any more feature ideas, please let me know. See you.